Good evening and welcome to Omniboslive. This is Omnidog, and I'm joined. Oh my gosh, this guy's on time. Unbelievable. By Weekend Beacon and Comic Guide 101. We're talking about collected editions we're looking forward to in 2020. That's the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So we are joined by a Weekend Beacon's Gio. And
Hi.
Guide 101's Lou. What up, Lou? You can't hear me? You can't. Can you hear me, Gio?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna check. He's gonna sign back in. Okay, we've already got people in the chat. Jesse Say What, of course, first to sign in. Chat Omnidog in the chat. How about now, Lou? Can you hear me?
Now we can't see him.
I can see him.
I can't see anything. That's weird. Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm on the move right now. I just didn't want to run down to my car to get my laptop. I'm lazy.
Oh, well, it's okay.
What's up?
I was just naming all the people in the chat, but now there's so many people in the chat that I can't. Okay, I'll go ahead and do it. People in the chat. Just to say what's always first is Chat Omnidog, Declan Steiger, Pigbeard, Freddie Alonso, Scott LaFlesh, Devon Lawrence, The Collector, what up, The Collector, Eat That Horse, Tasty Melon, Scott LaFlesh, and then Mr. Awesome. What's up, dudes and dudettes? Maybe there's a dudette in there.
They are part of the early chatters.
Early chatters. They get to hear me talk about InStockTrades.com right off the bat, where you can get these collector's editions that we're looking forward to, up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. There's always an Omnibros live code every quarter. It was just last weekend.
You shut your mouth.
If you order $50 or more in an order in the United States, free shipping. Free shipping. And
unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. And fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com.
Nice.
Jess, we've been asking this for years, but how do they do it?
I don't know. I have a big order coming in, and it was, not only was it free shipping, but it got upgraded to UPS free shipping. And you know what I did? Hector Lorente suggested that I have it delivered to a UPS facility and go pick it up myself. That's what I'm doing.
That's the way to do it, man.
I called UPS today and I said, hey, can you redirect this one package? And they said, sure. Just go to the hub. And I said, okay.
You're hiding it from your wife, aren't you, sir? We do this all the time.
Are you getting a package from InStockTrades.com, sir? We get these calls all the time.
It's normal.
So when is that package arriving?
Tomorrow.
Ooh.
So we'll probably see it on Monday?
I'll do an unboxing on Monday if you want. I'll wait all weekend.
Yeah. We're getting an old school Jess.
Oh, this is 2016 Jess all the way.
It's a momentous occasion.
There we go. That's a 30-minute unboxing for everybody.
All we need is a couple of statues and we're set.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I don't have any statues, but I did get a lot of books. I got a lot of pricey books. It's more that they were pricey, but it's a 33-pound box. That's a lot.
That's a heavy box, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll do it live on Monday. That's fine.
I have a feeling somewhere right now there's a UPS guy cursing your name.
I can wait, but that means it needs to be hidden for the weekend. So I may leave it in the trunk of my car. Or as the Brits would say, the boot of my car.
Is that really what the trunk is called in a Brit?
Yeah, the boot.
Oh, wow. It's like a Royale with cheese.
A Royale with cheese, yeah. Yeah, what are you making there, Lou? You disappeared for a sec.
I apologize. I'm frying some chicken right now. I had some leftover chicken from the other day. I was going to do wings, but I had leftover chicken and I don't want it to go bad. so I'm just frying something up. I'm done.
Ooh.
The chat
Yeah.
Omnidog has an opinion. Maybe Jess's future divorce attorney will take Omnis instead of cash.
In divorce court, this episode will be called Exhibit A.
Leslie in sales. Hi, Leslie. How you doing? John Delaros. What's up?
Hey, guys.
Hi, everybody.
We're talking about the collected editions we're most excited about in 2020. And Gio has a slideshow for what he has prepared.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out,
You have a
so
slideshow?
I don't. But I have a long list, and I am going to go out on a limb. I looked at the Penguin Random House catalog today, and these DC books are already in the Penguin Random House catalog. Now, I know that doesn't mean anything, but I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say the Omnis that I talk about from DC, I am saying they are going to be printed. They're not going to be canceled.
Ooh.
They're going to be printed. We are going to get them.
I think so, too. Also,
I've seen the list. Yeah.
there are a
I agree.
lot of paperback editions, and those are safe. So it's mostly
Yeah,
the Omnis that you got to watch out for.
Well, it's only Omnis that I'm talking about. So.
Yeah.
The Fables compendiums are safe. That's a given.
Yeah, I think those, and there's a lot of compendiums that got announced. There's an Ex Machina compendium. I think there's a Why the Last Man compendium, Fable compendium.
Of course.
Actually, yeah, trades are safe, and the big, fat, huge omnibus. It's the middle point, the middle ground where it's a no man's land territory.
I feel like what's real no man's land is the stuff that gets announced and then immediately gets canceled. That's like Man of Steel, that kind of thing. It immediately gets canceled. If it goes for a while, I feel like it's safe.
Mm-hmm. Did they ever resolicit Man of Steel in some way?
Yeah, it's going to be like a standard size hardcover. I saw it in the catalog.
Yeah, it's a hardcover.
Cool.
It has a lot of issues in it, but again, not as attractive as a Man of Steel omnibus, which is what everybody wants.
Right. Yeah. No, I can't disagree. But there's two that I am super dying for, and I am betting that they get printed. One makes no sense to get printed because I'm probably one of the few people that care about it. The other one is a slam dunk that lots of people will care about. What's that? Slam dunk the manga? No.
Yeah.
I know Ryley loves that one.
Yeah.
The one I am most excited about is Wrath of the Spectre. It's still there, so I'm going to say it's going to be there, and that's all of the Spectre from his showcase run to Spectre number 1 through 10, and those are important because they have great art. The first Spectre. Let's see, the first Spectre in Showcase, I think, had Murphy Anderson art, and he's great. He did the cover and the insides. Then there's a couple other showcases, and then like 1 through 10 is all Neil Adams art, and it won't be re-inked or recolored, so it'll be the top-notch Spectre Neil Adams stuff that I grew up on. And then it goes all the way up through Adventure Comics when Jim Aparo started... it goes up through Wrath of Spectre. I think those were the Mike Fleischer Spectres, where he is like a vengeful Spectre and is wrecking havoc and like killing people and stuff.
Damn.
So I can't remember if Jim Aparo illustrated those. Actually, I can go. I don't know how much people care. I could go research it, but that's the number one thing I'm most excited about, and that's the number one thing I'll most be heartbroken about.
It'll get released, man. Just give it time.
I think it will get a release. It's on there on a specific date, and so I'm saying that is something I'm really looking forward to because those stories are good. Oh, Tyler Blunt is in the house. What's up, Tyler?
The one thing you got going for you with that omnibus or whatever they decide to call, the one thing you've got going for you is that the Spectre showed up in the CW shows.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, so it's fresh on people's minds that maybe DC wants to take a gamble on it and put it out and publish it.
I'm getting an echo from you. I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, it's coming from Lou.
I figured it was the yeah.
Yeah. I gotta start watching. Is that from Legends of Tomorrow?
He showed up in, I think, Legends and the Crisis event thing.
Oh, Crisis! I have that on my DVR. I gotta watch that.
Yep. So I think they want to take a risk on it and put out a collection like that. So I think it won't get canceled because of it.
Right. Okay. There's 2 votes for it not getting canceled, so that means it's going to be printed. We say so.
My first pick should come as no surprise. Everybody that knows me knows that I love a certain character in the DC universe, and it's Aquaman. Aquaman Deadly Waters, the deluxe edition. I don't have the picture with me, but I wanted to read something from the Penguin website because they mentioned the fact that this comes off the Search for Mira deluxe edition. And after this book comes the recently released Death of a Prince deluxe edition. So it's right there in the middle, and it fits perfectly. Collecting issues 49 through 56, which was the missing gap between those 2 books that have been released. And it should fill up the Aquaman library. So I'm really excited about that. Just like Ryley and Omar get excited about completing the X-Men shelf, that's how I get with Aquaman books. I'm like, oh, yes, this goes here and that goes there. Fabulous.
Very nice. Yeah, so I saw.
Yeah, and the image they used is kind of ugly because it's one of the old comic book covers, so I didn't want to pull it up. But I'm pretty excited about it.
Here's a question that I can answer. Do people like Jess and others try to deduct Omnis as business expenses? Absolutely not. I don't deduct anything. I don't deduct my internet. I don't deduct any. I don't know what else there is to deduct, but I don't deduct anything because you do not want to mess with the IRS. And who's your avatar, Mr. Awesome? It looks like Lindsay Wagner, but I can't tell.
I can't tell either.
Yeah. T-Lar Blunt might be able to answer your tax questions, but I don't mess around. Bionic Woman, yeah. Lindsay Wagner. I thought so. There are 2 bodies of the government you do not want to mess with, and I've learned from experience. The IRS and Customs.
There you go.
First of all, Customs wear guns, and they are serious about it. I tried back in 1986 to bring in a then very novel concept called the CD player, and I brought it in from Japan, and I didn't declare it, and this guy was getting ready to seize everything and not let me back into the country, and
wow,
they do not mess around. And it wasn't my experience with the IRS, but it was a relative of mine who used my address for his tax return, and the IRS showed up at my door wanting to talk to this particular person. I said, he doesn't live here. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know where he is, but I don't mess with the IRS or Customs.
Good advice.
I wasn't trying.
I saw that comment.
Just trying to mule in the 80s. Nothing I couldn't already find here in the States, buddy.
Austin asked if we think the Last Night on Earth will be collected in the volume 2 of the Snyder Batman Omnibus or just the New 52 stuff. I think I think we're not going to get it on that omnibus. I just think it's going to be New 52, and that's it. That's my
agree with
hunch.
that.
I don't see them mixing Black Label stuff with regular DC Comics. That's just my take.
I agree.
But that book is getting released in 2020, and that's one of my anticipated books, the hardcover of Last Night on Earth, with the 3 Black Label issues.
Yeah. Now, shoot, there's a Kurt Busiek book of Batman that's coming out in like next month, and I can't think of what the name is. Taylor Brown, are you in the chat? What's the name of that book? It's going to be really good, and we're really excited for it. Taylor and I are really excited for it. I can't think of the name of it though. Kurt Busiek. It's like his version of Superman Birthright, I think.
Creature of the Night?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Another Omni. Let me cross these Omnis as I talked about them. Cross them off. Superman, Batman Omni.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Already out in absolutes.
Mm-hmm.
All I have is the Dinky trade paperback, so this would definitely be an upgrade for me. The Jeff Loeb, Michael Turner, early versions had great art, great arcs, great writing.
Ed McGuinness?
Sorry, yeah, Ed McGuinness. Well, N-Man 40, it wasn't that Customs was worried about a dangerous CD player, is that I hadn't declared it. And they were wondering what else was in my luggage that I hadn't declared. And that's why they were getting ready to seize it until I said, okay, I give. Here's the receipts. Here's everything. I'll pay because you have to pay tax when you bring in imported goods. That's what I was trying to avoid. I was a dumb 25-year-old, and I grew up real quick there as my brother was sitting on his suitcase waiting for me to get done with Customs. So it wasn't the CD player itself. So don't mess with Customs. Yeah, Superman, Batman, I am way looking forward to.
Yeah, I only have the Apocalypse trade paperback. So that would be cool to get, that omnibus. Is it Apocalypse? What's the name of that second story? The Michael Turner stuff.
Or where they find Supergirl?
Yeah, that's the only book I have from that run.
I don't think is it called Apocalypse?
I'm not sure.
Shoot, I just read it.
Or is it just called Supergirl?
No, it's not called Supergirl. It's called something, but I can't remember what it's called now.
Because the movie's called Apocalypse? Oh, I am a terrible fan. Let me check.
Well, I'm a terrible fan too. I just read it and I don't remember the name of the book. I remember they discovered Supergirl at the bottom of the water.
Superman, Batman, Supergirl. Yeah, that's the name.
Oh, okay.
And the movie is Apocalypse. There you go.
Oh, they made a movie of it.
The animated movie, yeah.
Okay. Okay, the movie's called Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Wonder Woman gets involved in everything.
Mm-hmm. There's the Furies and Barda's in it.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
It is a great story.
Do you want me to do the slideshow thing?
Let me say 2 more things, and then you do the slideshow.
Yeah.
Things that I don't think are going to be canceled. I have several things, not just from DC, but it was DC that I was the Batwoman Omni.
Ooh, yeah, I picked that one too.
Did you?
Yeah, it's on my list.
We can talk about that. That's the original run by what's his name? Go ahead.
With art by J.H. Williams, but I forgot the writer.
Greg Rucka. Greg Rucka. Don't bother looking it up. I'm right. Greg Rucka and J.H. Williams. And then it's got J.H. Williams Batwoman run also in it. And I have those. I made my own omnibus, but it's got all the ads and stuff in there. So I'd rather have a real omnibus with no ads and enlarged pages.
That's for sure getting printed, simply because of the TV show.
Right. I agree with that. And then one other thing that I am pretty darn sure is getting printed, I'm risking my reputation as an Omnidog, is Weird Western Tales Jonah Hex. That's going to be his first stuff.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it already had a name change, so you know that they are going to at least try and put it out.
Yeah. So go ahead with the slideshow.
All right, let's see if I can do this. Share screen, application window, and share.
Oh, yeah, this is a good choice.
Okie dokie. That is my first choice, the Absolute Day Tripper, which is coming out real soon. I think April 20-something of this year. The Absolute Day Tripper. For anybody watching, we don't have the images. This is just Penguin putting placeholder covers, so these are not the final images, but it's still better than nothing. Absolute Day Tripper. One of my favorite lines is the Earth One books from DC, because I love alternate takes, alternate stories on superheroes, and I love the Earth One line, and Green Lantern Earth One Volume 1 was spectacular, and we're getting a Volume 2, so I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, and let me just say, Day Tripper, that's a big deal that's getting released in an Absolute, because that is beloved by everyone. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about it. It's on lots of people's top 10 lists. This is a virtual slam dunk. This is going to sell really well.
Yes. Earth 1 Volume 2. There we go. Batman Last Night on Earth is going to be like, I think it's going to be printed like the Harleen book, which is oversized, or the Batman Damned, in that format.
Okay.
So I'm really excited about that.
Now, wait, go back.
Yeah.
Is that the Snyder one?
Yeah, Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Their final Batman story.
And it looks like he's carrying a Green Lantern.
But it's actually Joker's head.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. It's really trippy. I think I only read the first issue. I never finished because I'm waiting for it on a collected edition thing. But yeah, it's pretty wild.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We just talked about this one, the Batwoman New 52 Omnibus.
Let's talk about it some more. That was Greg Rucka wrote a great story.
Elegy, was it?
Yeah.
Elegy. Yeah.
But there was stuff right before it too. Elegy's the famous story that was so great with Alice in it.
Yeah.
And then it contains the J.H. Williams run that was abruptly canceled because of no marriage allowed.
Oh, that was so stupid.
Decisions by DC, which, in hindsight, it's easy to say but they wouldn't even let Superman and Lois Lane get married, so it wasn't a same-sex thing. It was stupid no marriage rule. What kind of rule is that?
Aquaman and Mira were divorced or dating or something, so they couldn't get back together. It's silly because in a world of comics where you reboot every couple of years, why are you banning characters from marrying and depriving readers from good storylines that stem from marriage? I don't know.
Anyway, even though it stops abruptly, it's still worth reading.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is a gem. There we go. Black Hammer Library Edition Volume 2. Black Hammer. Exciting. It's exciting. This universe that Lemire has created, it's so wonderful. And to have it in oversized format, yes, please.
Yeah, I'm not getting the trade paperbacks anymore because they are dedicated to these big library editions, and I have to upgrade, and I hate already owning the trades. I'm just going to completely divorce myself and get nothing but these from now on. because he's dedicated. Dark Horse is dedicated to putting these out in those monster formats.
Oh yeah. This is one of my all-time favorite comics, easily in my top 10 of all time. I love Black Sad, and even though I own the previous hardcovers that were released, this is exciting for fans that are wanting to read something different. If you want to read anthropomorphic animals in a noir setting, then Black Sad, the collected stories. It's the 5 or 6 stories? I can't remember right now. All of them together in one chunky trade.
Yeah, I think it was 3 books with 5 stories.
5. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, because there's Black Sad, the regular edition, then the Deadly Night or Silent Night or whatever it's called, and
Amarillo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking. That's I already own the hardcovers, but that's going to be a great addition. Addition, ADDITOION addition to anybody's library, because you're 100% right. Black Sad is great crime fiction.
Yep.
I think we're going to do a crime corner on it. Taylor Brown and I.
Yes.
It's great. Black Sad, highly recommended.
And this book will have, I think it's like 100 pages of bonus material with never before collected arts and like sketches and stuff from the creative team. So yeah, people are asking in the chat. It's everything released from Black Sad, all 5 stories.
Brilliant.
Next
I was
up,
going to say this one too. Good. I'm glad you have this put up.
Lady Killer from Joelle Jones is getting a library edition.
This is great.
Lady, I got to be honest, I've only read the first volume, which was gifted to me by a friend, and I never picked up volume 2 for some reason. And then I learned that we were getting a deluxe edition with the 2 volumes. I'm like, I'll wait, because I love that first volume. That was great.
Oh, yeah, it's such a good story. And I'm so glad I didn't bother with a slideshow, because you're showing all the things I was going to show. This is awesome. This book is great. Highly, highly recommend this book. It's going to look great in a library edition, and I can't wait to get this. I have the 2 trades, and I'm happy to upgrade. She is a good writer.
I put this in. This says volume 2, but I think volume 1 and volume 2 are both getting reprinted this year. And I only have just 1 or 2 volumes, and I want to collect the series because I think it's pretty hilarious. So I'm pretty excited that Empowered is getting reprints this year.
I have the first 3, and it's raunchy and fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's super not safe for work. I'll just say that much. I made a review on it on my channel, and even then I had to censor myself because you don't know who's watching. I had to be very selective with what I showed.
Yeah, but the people who read this book love it.
I didn't pick the library editions, but I am excited about the omnibus editions that are coming out for Harrow County. I think I'm going to go this route because I think they're going to be soft cover, and I don't really have room for big editions, but I really do want to collect Harrow County, and the omnibus edition is the right one for me.
We had a question about how is the art on Empowered. It's fun and cartoony.
Yeah, it's very 90s manga-esque art. And it's in black and white, and it's a lot of sex humor, but it's not like super gratuitous, but it can go places. So just be wary of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, Harrow County Omnibus Volume 1. I'm personally excited about that one.
This is a soft cover?
I think it's a soft cover, just like a big trade with all the volumes in.
That's pretty good. This has come out in 3 versions now.
Speaking of library editions, The World of Black Hammer, which will contain Sherlock Frankenstein and the Legion of Evil. They changed Dr. Starr's name because of copyright issues, so now he's called Dr. Andromeda. And I think that's it. I think those are the 2 stories that are collected in oversized format, the library editions for Dark Horse. But yeah, Sherlock and Dr. Andromeda.
Oh, I thought there'd be other stuff in that. Just two arcs in that?
I thought it was 3, but I'm not seeing, because this was the official image that they revealed.
Yeah.
But it just says, I'm going to zoom in right there. Sherlock, Frankenstein, and the Legion of Evil, and Dr. Andromeda. Oh, and the Kingdom of Lost Tomorrows. Jeff Lemire, David Rubin, and Max Fiumara.
Yeah, that sounds like just two books.
Still, gives me hope that they'll do the World of Black Hammer 2 with the other series. That should be fun.
Like 1945 and those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The World of Black Hammer is great.
I think, yeah, I know Dark Horse knows they have a hit on their hands, and I think they want to milk it.
I think they should.
Yeah.
They've got me. They've got you. We're a captive audience. We want those things.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually listening to their fans.
Throwing shade. I love it. Next up, because I'm a huge fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we got the 11th hardcover for the TMNT IDW collection series. This one's coming out in summer, if I remember correctly. Summer 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Tyler Blunt and I will be caught up by them.
One day you'll be caught up.
One day we'll be caught up. After tax season, it's going to be nothing but turtles for like 5 weeks straight. We're going to read those things and knock them out.
I'm actually really excited about this. Transformers and the Terminator crossover, just because of how bonker the idea is to get giant robots and smaller killer robots. I'm really excited. I want to see how they pull it off.
Who puts this out?
IDW.
IDW thing?
Yeah. And if memory serves me right, the next one should be Transformers Friendship in Disguise, their crossover with My Little Pony. Again, a concept that should not work. And I out of curiosity, I really want to read it. I want to find out how the hell are you going to pair up the Brony fandom with the BotCon crowd. Omar's really excited about this. I'm excited. Just the idea of a Twilight sprinkle whatever creature teaming up with Optimus. I don't know. It sounds so absurd that I have to read it.
I am going to review, and I'm reading and reviewing the Transformers book that Rick Nelson sent me, and then Sunday we're gonna review it. So I'm at least going to be reading the first Transformers book.
Yeah, nice. I only have like one, and it's a spin-off title, so I've never read any Transformers. So I'm going to wait for that review of yours.
I gotta say, this looks fun. I know My Little Pony enough to know that this looks fun.
Yeah, it looks like a blast. Gabe says, My Little Pony and Transformers, that's chocolate and peanut butter.
Whoa, there we go.
There we go.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, good. That's another one I was going to talk about. Perfect.
Ooh. Batman by Grant Morrison, Omnibus Volume 3. So we can finally have the Morrison run in Omni form. And I hope they keep that cover because it looks pretty cool.
I am excited to get the third Grant Morrison book because then we'll do a read-through for Batter Days in the Batcave.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's such a great run right there. That Batman, the Batman Inc. and the Batman and Robin stuff is just the height of that run.
Yeah, that was really top-notch Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. A lot of people were asking about it in the chat. Of course, we're going to talk about it. Absolute Swamp Thing Volume 2, which got delayed, but it's probably the same type of delay that happened to the first book where they're still working on the recoloring and stuff. That's my hunch.
It's not coming out.
Get out of here.
Plus, the first one sold really well, right?
Yeah, and they're reprinting it.
There you go. Plus, look at that image.
That's a cool image.
That's beautiful.
once this comes out, I might upgrade, but I'm going to keep the old books because I like the old colors. But the new colors don't upset me the way they upset other people. So I may, now that I know the 2's coming out, I may get that reprint of 1 and get 2.
Nice.
I'm not a fan of the recoloring.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
What else do I got here? Oh, Batman Rebirth Deluxe Edition Volume 5 is coming out.
Excellent.
I have the first 4, so I might as well finish it because I think we're getting 2 more, right? It's going to end on Volume 6, the Tom King Rebirth run.
Yeah, I wish my only complaint, and it's not really a complaint, is I wish it would come out sooner.
Yeah, I think this is...
It's like July or something, isn't it?
Late July, early August, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really late.
Yeah. I'm excited about this because I'm a big fan of oh my gosh. I'm not a fan because I forgot his name. Who wrote Deceased?
Tom Taylor.
Tom Taylor, thank you. This is his Suicide Squad run. It's getting a hardcover release with the first 6 issues. Although it said the complete Tom Taylor run, which I don't know about that because it's still ongoing. The chat can clear that up for me. But I'm really excited about it. I love Tom Taylor's writing on Injustice, Deceased, all that stuff. So I'm really excited to see what he can do with the Suicide Squad.
I'm totally in for this book.
And we got a Puerto Rican superhero in this lineup, so I'm excited.
And what's his name?
It's one of the women.
What's her name?
Oh, shoot. Bear or something, because she's pretty tall and big. Like Osa. I don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. But I know it's bear related because she's a huge buff lady, like Big Barda heavy. I don't know. This is the hardcover release of the Black Label Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey by Palmiotti and Connor. And I am really excited about it because it's R-rated and it should be super fun, just like the movie Birds of Prey, just like their run. I'm really excited. It's taking their run and up the ante, I guess, with the R-rated Black Label stuff.
I can't wait for this book. It's going to be great.
And I think it's just 4 issues, by the way. Yeah.
I think that because Declan is bringing up a good point. China uncertainty. I feel like, doesn't DC have their books printed in Canada?
Most of their stuff comes from Canada. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
The Great White North.
Mm-hmm.
Great White North.
This is another huge omnibus that a lot of people have been anticipating, the JLA by Grant Morrison.
Finally.
Yep.
Jesus.
And it's going to be massive, like 1,400 pages, something like that, or 1,500. It's going to be a phone book omni that you can kill someone with.
Man, look at that! Look at that mullet. That is prime Superman.
I'm gonna stick with my deluxe editions because it took me so long to hunt them down.
God, that mullet is a thing of beauty.
And it has one of the best renditions of Aquaman too. So
the hook hand.
Yep. What else I got? Oh, that's it. That's my last one. There you go.
That's great. I will tell you. Another book I'm looking forward to is The Swamp Thing Omni by Nancy Collins. That comes out in April. I haven't read any of her stuff on Swamp Thing, so I don't care what it's like. I just want to read it. I'm interested in any take on Swamp Thing, and so I'm looking forward to that. The Parker Martini edition, Volume 2, is coming out with a story by Darwin Cook and then Ed Brubaker stories.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm totally excited about that.
That's a buy. And they're reprinting did you say they're reprinting Volume 1?
Yes, they are. They are reprinting Volume 1.
Get those. Do yourself a favor and get those.
What's that?
If you don't own those, do yourself a favor and get those.
Yeah. Yeah. Umbrella Academy Library Edition 3 comes out. Hotel Oblivion, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to that. Dead Man Omni by Neil Adams. If he hasn't touched it, I can't. This comes with an asterisk. If he hasn't touched any of it, this is some really cool, fun stuff. I don't know if it's by Adams. Well, they have to include the first one by Carmine Infantino because that's his origin. They can't just throw Dead Man in there without his origin, can they? Because it's all about looking for Hook, who killed him. So I'm hoping that it includes the Carmine Infantino issue 1. Which was Strange Adventures 205, and I'm hoping that Adams hasn't touched anything. If he hasn't, you'll get prime Neil Adams. Even though he wrote a lot of those stories, he wrote them well. It's not like Batman Odyssey. These are well-written stories.
Any chance you can to throw Batman Odyssey under the bus, you'll take it, man.
Yeah, you're right. I'll own that.
The honesty of that answer, I love it.
A book that just got announced that a lot of people are excited about, and they should be, is Batman by Paul Dini Omni. That is great because a lot of that material has been out of print. Mm-hmm. And I had this conversation with Taylor Brown. The only reason we're thinking of not upgrading is because it took so long and it was such hard work finding those hardcovers and trades that I got them in. You know, Streets of Gotham, Heart of Hush, all these other things. But it took me forever to collect all those. And now I just don't know if I can let them go for the upgrade. Although it's going to be on oversized pages and it's going to be a nice big omnibus. Gosh, I don't know if I can let those trades go. That's
I would hold on to them, and if the book does come out, then do the upgrade.
Oh, it's coming out. They wouldn't jack around Paul Dini, I don't think. You don't think? You think they might?
I don't know, because it's. I get what they're doing. They're separating the Hush storyline from the Paul Dini stuff, but a lot of people, if you put a Hush on the cover, they're going to be expecting the main Hush story. So I don't know.
Huh.
I find it a little confusing for new fans. I don't know if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Hopefully they put it out because that's some good stuff. I have most of the Hush stuff in trades, so I don't know if I'll upgrade.
Yeah, I just don't know if I can let those books go. I do have sentimental attachment to the books.
How many books was it for Streets of Gotham? I think I only have one.
Streets of Gotham was 3 books, separated by Heart of Hush.
I got Heart of Hush.
And that looks like it's no, then there's Batman Detective, Batman Death in the City, and Batman Private Casebook. So that's a big, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 7 volumes.
Wow.
If they're going to include all of those things, that's 7 volumes.
I think I have like 3 of those. So I don't know.
Well, that's an easy upgrade for you.
Yeah.
So Batman by Dini, and we're getting to the Marvel stuff. Oh, the last one that I'm looking forward to that is not going to be canceled is the Green Arrow Omnibus by Mike Grell.
That's a safe book. It got announced last year, and nothing's happened to it. So I'm pretty sure it'll come out.
You know, especially with the popularity of Arrow, now that the show's ended this past year and everything, like that's a safe bet.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I couldn't find any pictures because I'm just going off of Omar's list of out of the 15 new Marvel Omnis. that got announced.
Yeah.
I think the first one that everybody's the most excited about would probably be Uncanny X-Men 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I'm looking forward to, even though I haven't even started the run. It's going to take me the better part of my late 60s to read that run, like 5 years. When I go on Medicare, that's when I'll start reading 5 years from now.
You'll go off the grid and get all the X-Men books and do an epic readathon. And when you come back, you'll have like an epic beard and long hair. And like, I'm back.
That's right.
X-Men.
Long fingernails.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to just as Alan Moore stunt.
Big old bushy beard. A lot of people are excited about Thunderbolts. The Omni. That sounds exciting. I have not read any Thunderbolts, but so many people are excited about it. I'm ready to read that. People are worried about my back health with the chair I'm sitting in. How can you even see the chair I'm sitting in?
What happened to the chair? Looks comfy.
It's just a chair.
Yeah.
I'm not in it for that long. I'm only in it for like an hour that the show's on. My back feels fine. It's my butt that hurts because the padding's awful. Mr. Austin can't wait for Thunderbolts. Rick Nelson. Jess, my X-Men readathon has been going on for 2 years and I'm only at Messiah War. Okay, so I should probably get started sooner than that or I'll die in the middle of it. Let's see. Oh, Absolute Carnage. Yeah, that's a book. Freddie Alonso brings it up. That's a book a lot of people are looking forward to. I'm looking forward to that and War of the Realms.
Mm-hmm.
War of the Realms Omni, I'm way looking forward to. I sold my paperbacks on this channel that night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Joseph Kelly, I'm so sorry. We just went over everything DC. You'll have to go back to the beginning of the chat.
Yep. Sorry. Gabe says that people don't care about micro. Is that true?
No. I do have a lazy boy, but the lighting's not good there. This is where the best lighting is in the house for me. New Mutants. I had all those trades that were so hard to find, and they got wiped out in the flood.
Oh.
So I'm looking forward to this Omni because
same here.
I want to read it.
Oh,
I like those characters, and I want to read it.
That is such a shame, man, that those got wiped out like that.
Joe Chip, Black Science Volume 3. Hell yeah, brother. I forgot about that. That is one of my most anticipated things. I'm really excited about that book.
Is that the ending of it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Finally, I could like go all the way through it. I only read the first arc, but I was like, I kind of want to wait for this to all finish. That way I could sit down with it.
Yeah.
And Hayden asks about the Gail Simone Wonder Woman omnibus that's coming out real soon, if it's good or not. I've only read a little bit of it, and I can't honestly say it's the best thing in the world, but hey, it's Gail Simone and it's Wonder Woman, so quality material.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Let's see. Moon Knight has a new Omni coming out, and that's the beginning of his run. So that's cool. A lot of Moon Knight fans out there.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to upgrade. I think She-Hulk has 2 Omnis coming out, doesn't she?
Yep. Byrne and Slott.
What was the first one?
Byrne. John Byrne.
John Byrne, yeah.
Yep.
Yay.
I'm getting that one, but I have the complete collections of She-Hulk and by Slott, and I figure that's probably good enough. Those are great, by the way. That Slott run is hilarious and really good.
I want to get the John Byrne because I love the art from that era, and I love how She-Hulk is drawn.
Mm-hmm. It's a great time. It's a great She-Hulk run.
Oh, here's a question for Gabe. He can answer this question because the answer is absolutely yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're reading it. I got done with the first book, and I've started on the second book, and Gabe is, and Lou, are you reading it?
Yes, I am. I'm cracking down on it tomorrow. I've had a busy week. I'm about half because I'm reading the Ultimate collections. I'm about halfway through the first Ultimate collection.
Okay.
Are we doing the full run, or are we doing just the first Omnibus?
I think we're just doing book 1.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I need to figure out how far that goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Here's a good question because the answer is no. Did they ever fix the Gail Simone Red Sonja Omnis? I haven't gotten mine yet. I sent mine back, and I haven't got it back yet. So
What happened?
I had to actually ship them back to Gail Simone to sign, and then ship them back to the company who has to ship them to Diamond, and then they make their way to like IST. So
Wow.
February 20th. I bet it's April before we get those.
It's going to take a while. Yeah.
Yeah. And somebody mentioned earlier that we're getting reprints of Criminal and a new Criminal. That's right, Freddie. I think they're reprinting those with different covers, but we're also getting a new Criminal. We had Sean Phillips on Crime Corner, and he indicated that that was a definite.
Cool.
Man. Somebody asked about this book, right?
Atlantis Chronicles, yeah. Let me get to that question.
Yeah.
It's not off topic. Everything's on topic here.
Yeah. I made a video on it, and this is not me being lazy, but if you want to check it out, because I did a video on this book and how great it is, I made, and I'm going to throw myself under the bus, I made a cool little mistake on that video, so you're going to have to watch it to find out what it is. But it's it's basically the Atlantis Bible in comic book format. You get all the history of Atlantis with gorgeous artwork by Esteban Maroto.
Ooh.
Right there. And it has one of the coolest covers right there. Look at the Hydra and stuff and the shark. And it's just, it lays the groundwork for everything that Peter David does with Aquaman. 7 issues. I think they were like annual sized with like 64 pages or something per issue. So it's a long read. And you get everything from the first age of Atlantis to when the time that Aquaman is born, and he's a newborn. So you get the whole history, what happened, why Aquaman is the way that he is, and the superstition behind it, his blonde hair, his distinct features, and just a great city that a lot of human greed and stuff happens that, you know, results in the sinking of Atlantis and how they grow into the superpowered human-like beings that they are, that live and breathe underwater and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a really fun, epic read.
That sounds really cool, man.
It does.
It reads. The thing I like is that it's they got a historian and they write all that stuff. So it's like you're the next in line reading like all their stuff in the history of Atlantis. Like you're part of that history. And one of the concepts that Peter David works with the city of Atlantis is that it's like a living thing. And even when people die and stuff, like the city absorbs their essence, I guess, or something. And the city is just as much of a character as the rest of the cast. And there's some epic battles and the mythology is explored and all that stuff. Look at that. So it's really cool. It's very
Great.
epic sword and sandal type thing, but underwater. So yeah, if you want to get started on this, actually, I would read if you haven't read New 52 stuff, because that's a great icebreaker for Aquaman. But if you want to go in, then yeah, I do recommend the Atlantis Chronicles. It's pretty cool. And I do want to show where's this isn't a spoiler. Don't get upset. I'm going to show you the last page. But I mean, look at that. Baby Arthur right there on Dolphin. So literally the book ends with the birth of Aquaman, and you can then jump into his run. So yeah, also a lot of text. So get ready.
Yeah, it looks pretty text heavy.
Yep. Here you get like recap pages, and you see the city under the dome bubble thing, and you're asking how are they going to survive if they were land dwellers. This book sort of explains that and how they're able to survive with the intense pressure from the ocean. And let's see. There are characters that get mutated, so that's why in modern times you see a lot of Atlantean that have more animalistic features than other characters like Aquaman, who's more human-like. So, yeah. Johns and all the writers since then take a lot of their world building from this run from Peter David. It's the ultimate run on Aquaman. So I would really recommend reading this run. So yeah, that's about it.
Nice.
And it's oversized, by the way, for all you oversized lovers out there.
It's a beautiful little collection.
That's all of this. Another Marvel book I'm looking forward to is the Kate's Cosmic Omni.
Ooh.
Let's see. That'll have Guardians of the Galaxy, Thanos, Silver Surfer. What am I missing? I'm missing one more.
Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Okay, he had his own separate run?
He had his own separate run.
Okay, yeah. That's going to be included in it too.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
That's such, oh my God, that's all great stuff too.
Yeah. It's really great to have it in one book.
Mm-hmm.
And I sold my Silver Surfer Black on this channel too. And then the last one I was excited about, these were just the ones I was excited about because I don't know anything about Kull the Conqueror. If you're into it, I'm glad that it's being printed for you. That's not a book that I have on my radar, but the second Peter David Hulk is coming out, and I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
That's also stuff that got ruined in the flood.
There is a Kull the Conqueror fan out there right now. How could you not know who Kull the Conqueror is? He's so cool. There's one out there. Somebody's a Kull the Conqueror fan.
Yeah, I was looking at Omar's when he announced the 15 books. I went to his near mint condition website or his YouTube page, and in the comments there were several people that were happy about Kull. So there are people out there who are very interested in Kull. And if you want to join us in the Bendis Daredevil read, we're just reading the first book. Mm-hmm. I see Shifty Shifts is into it. So yeah, we're reading the first Omni, and talking about it this coming Sunday at noon on OmniBros. And it's really awesome. So far, I love it. That's all I have that I was looking forward to in 2020. But I know there's other stuff out there. If anybody wants to mention it, what they're looking forward to, we can talk about that too.
There's also the Baltimore Omnibus. I think Volume 2 comes out this year.
Sweet.
Adrian, I am not selling you my Akira box set.
Ooh.
That's pricey.
Still there.
This is, yeah. Is it in good condition, Jess? Is it in great shape?
It's untouched.
Oh, it is. No, I'm not trying to be funny because I know a lot of people out there is from Amazon, and it was beaten to hell.
No, I have a perfect track record with Amazon. Everything from Amazon comes perfectly. I feel like I must be near a distribution center, and it only gets handled by like one postman.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it came in another box, so it came perfect.
Yeah, I'm fortunate that I live like 20 minutes away from a distribution center, so almost everything I order from there is It's okay.
That must be why I get mine so nice. Yeah, Baltimore Volume 2 is coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if they reprint that. That thing sold out fast.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jake is asking, will Saga come back this year?
I hope so.
That was quite a cliffhanger.
After the kick in the balls that they left us with, man, I hope so.
Yeah. Here's Brooks Loves Books. I look forward to getting one of the 12 copies of Baltimore Omni Volume 2 with Dark Horse prints. Brooks, I gave you a shout out in my video that I made yesterday about out of print books, since you were the one that hipped me to the fact that Turtle Dog had put up his list. So I gave you a shout out on my video. You okay? Good, good, good.
I'm reading up on Saga, and apparently the second half will also be 54 issues. So it's going to end on issue 108.
It's a really random number to end it on.
I know. So it should be coming out, I think, late this year.
Has it been 2 years now?
I'm not too sure. Let's see. I don't want to read too far ahead because I haven't kept up with it.
Oh, and don't, because it ends on a massive cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to catch up and read it. It's so great.
Oh, I know. It's just me being extremely lazy.
Yeah, it gets great, man. It picks back up again, and oh man, that last arc. I mean, even though I kind of saw it coming from far away, you can kind of see what happens coming from a while. It's still
I
great.
never saw it. Really? You saw that? I didn't see that. What happened? Not to try and spoil it. I'm not trying to spoil it, but I didn't see that happening at all. N-Man 40. Oops, we lost Lou. How about Immortal Hulk OHC Volume 2? Yeah, that's coming out. That's going to be great. That thing ended on a cliffhanger, too.
Mm-hmm.
The first Immortal Hulk did.
Oh, you know what I got? And it's unrelated to this topic because the book's already out. I found a copy of The Savage Shores.
Ah!
It's supposed to get...
now.
It's out of print, but Amazon still has copies, if anybody's interested.
Oh, everybody should be interested. That if that wasn't my top pick, I feel like it was my top pick for 2019. It was my top pick.
Nice.
Fantastic book.
It's supposed to get here tomorrow, so we'll see if it arrives in good condition. Although I'm not too picky about it. Unless it's like chewed out by a dog or something. I don't really mind. You know. I mean, if I'm paying like full retail price for something and it arrives damaged, then I'll be kind of ticked off. But you're getting hefty discounts at like in-stock trades and stuff. And sometimes, you know, they get a little scuffs and bangs and stuff. I don't mind. They're books.
I'll wait for Lou to come back on to ask this question.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of that? We did a whole episode on that book.
We loved it. It was our book of the year.
I mean,
it was groundbreaking. It was groundbreaking in so many ways, man. It just the way that he was able to weave in such an intricate and beautiful story into the death of a character. I choked up. I cried. I swear it is truly the Watchmen of our time. Brian Azzarello is an amazing and talented writer who it was just impeccable from beginning to end. And I don't think I've ever read anything like it since.
I've never read anything like it either. We did 2 episodes on it. I think we reviewed it on Sunday, and then we reviewed it again on Monday. I feel like
between all of us,
twice.
There's 4 episodes between all of us,
and another one that's coming.
because the three of us did separate videos on our respective channels about the book because it left such a response or a shock or something happened that all of us got motivated to do videos on Batman Damned, and then we did the Sunday coverage, and then we did the OmniBros review episode with the 6 of us, and then we got a Batman Damned radio show coming up. So yeah, it left quite an impression.
By the way, I was kidding. It's terrible.
Yeah, I didn't like it. The only thing I liked was that Zatanna was in it.
Be careful.
It is the one book that united all of us for one show.
Yeah. At least Zatanna was in it, and she wasn't bad. I think. I don't know.
Facebook user, whoops, these questions are coming in fast. My quest for EC archives is slowed down because so many of them are really expensive. I've got most of the ones that are in print, but I'm not paying $120 for an EC archives book. That's just me. I feel like they're going to reprint them at some point, so I'm going to wait for that. That's something that I don't have FOMO about. I'm not paying inflated prices for that. They're bad on eBay and Amazon, and I don't know where else to find them. So I'm waiting for reprints.
Shifty, don't do it. Don't buy it. Now I feel bad. don't buy it, man. I'm fucking with you guys. It's no. Just look at our reviews. I'm not even going to talk about it. We've beaten that horse to death so much.
Yeah. Unless you want what's the price in that book? $30?
Too much.
30 bucks?
Yeah, like $30?
Yeah, it's 30.
Unless you want a $30 Bermejo art book, go ahead and get it.
Yeah, the art's great.
I love the art of that book. It was amazing.
It's pretty. It's pretty.
DC is going to use this to promote it because that's the only good review it got.
I'm going to walk through a comic book store. I'm going to see greatest comics since Watchmen, Comics Guide 101 on the cover. I'm like, what the hell?
Or they could like put our show on the comic book shops and just a loop of the review of that book.
I bought Shadowland based on Lou's recommendation.
Nice.
You wasted
Very good.
You wasted money, man.
That book is for completists only, like me.
You know, speaking, you were asked about the EC archives. I've never read those books, to be honest. Are they like really scary or not so much? I've always wanted to read them, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're really good and scary. They're scary in a way that I don't think, DC House of Mystery and House of Secrets have omnis out.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the comics code, they couldn't really go there in those stories in the Bronze Age.
Yeah.
But man, EC totally goes there with cannibalism and needles to the eye and
awesome.
Just ripped off limbs and stuff, and the living dead. Yeah, they're gory. They're gory as heck.
I mean, do they have any of the volumes have like creature horror or like werewolves and zombies and stuff?
Yeah,
that's my type of horror. That's the stuff.
And the other thing is the art is amazing. They got the best artists of the era back then, like Wally Wood.
Damn it. Okay.
And, I mean, it is really, really good.
All right. I need you to tell me which book I should get, because I'm not going to get any of them, but at least one or two with the subject matter that I like, with the creatures and stuff. I try and get one. I'll try and get one.
Okay, well, Jeff Dyer is the guy for me to ask that because he's got all of them, and I've only got a few of them. But I'll ask him and then I'll let you know.
Hey, Gio, what's your favorite Universal monster from like the classics?
Wolfman.
Nice, good choice.
I love werewolves. They're my favorite creatures.
Cool.
There's something animal. What's the word I'm looking for?
Animalistic?
Yeah, animalistic about it. Where like a vampire, it's gothic and sort of romantic, I guess. But with a werewolf, they don't give a shit. They'll find you and they'll tear shit up. They'll eat you and they'll rip you apart and they'll look badass doing it. And if you get bit by one, you get like super rabies and you turn into one. How cool is that?
Super rabies.
Yeah. Unless they shoot you with a silver bullet and stuff, then you're toast.
Yeah, werewolves are great.
Oh, and Creature from the Black Lagoon would be a second favorite.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I remember being scared at that as a little kid.
I still have the pops here, by the way. They're my favorite pops. There's Wolfman.
Wait. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
There's Wolfman. There's Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Ooh, I like that one.
There's this guy. I forgot his name. Metaluna? Something?
What movie is he from?
I don't know. But
I recognize him, but I can't think of the movie he's from.
I can't remember the name, but yeah, it's from the 50s, I think.
Yeah.
That guy. Shoot. Here we have Dracula.
Cool.
Which is the most boring one, in my opinion. Just Frankenstein.
That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Elsa Lancaster.
Frankenstein.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Frankenstein. And this guy. Mummy.
Oh, yeah, the Mummy.
I'm missing Phantom of the Opera. And I think that's it. I think that's the only one I'm missing.
Do they have the Mummy?
Mummy? This Mummy?
Oh, Sam. Yeah.
Oh, and Invisible Man. But I don't have him because I wanted the Chase pop because the Chase is invisible. And I can't find it. I mean, I can't find it. It's just expensive because it's a Chase. And people are asking like $30-$40 for a $10 figure. So I'm not down with that.
Yeah, I always loved Frankenstein and the Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, Chase Chu with the awesome Howard Stern reference. Frankenstein, it's all makeup and grunting. Dracula requires presence.
I tried to read Dracula in high school. It's a boring book.
Yeah.
Gio, have you watched the new BBC Dracula?
Oh God, it's horrible.
Oh, is that one on Netflix?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Where are they showing that? Netflix?
Netflix.
Oh no, I don't have Netflix. I'm sorry.
I didn't care for it.
I do want to get the Alex Ross steelbooks. Those are on my list of must gets because they look gorgeous.
They're beautiful.
Of what?
They commissioned Alex Ross to do the art for the steelbook editions of the Universal monsters.
Oh,
and it's in black and white, and it's like one epic scene or image for each movie.
It's beautiful, Jess.
Huh.
The heck? I'm trying to remember this guy's name. I can't remember.
It came from outer space? Somebody mentioned it in the chat.
Is that the movie? I don't know. But I like that he's blue. And kind of looks like genitalia. I gotta be real with you guys. It looks kind of weird. I don't know what they were up to back in the 50s.
This Island Earth is the movie. David Robertson says This Island Earth is the movie. Now can you tell us the creature's name?
Metaluna. That's all I know. I know it.
Metaluna. Okay.
I just didn't know the name of the movie.
Oh, all right. This Island Earth, David Robertson is saying.
Nice. Geo can't find it because it's invisible. Yeah. It's he has the goggles and stuff, but instead of the bandages, it's clear plastic, so translucent, like he's invisible. And it's a Walgreens exclusive, so it's already rare. And then it's a chase, and people are asking like $30 or $40. I'm like, nah, it's okay. They also came out with a Frankenstein pop where he's holding the flower from the scene with the girl, which is really sweet, but I already got this, so I'm not gonna double dip.
Yeah, wasn't it right after that he tossed the girl?
Yeah.
I always laugh at that scene. I know I shouldn't, but I always get a crack out of that scene.
they used to cut that out when they showed it on regular TV, but now I think they left it back in.
Oh my god, that's classic. I always laughed at that, and it doesn't help that Young Frankenstein parodied that scene.
Oh god, Frankenstein's so funny.
Oh, it's hilarious. I love Young Frankenstein. It's Frankenstein.
Igor.
You know what's an underrated remake? The Wolfman remake with Del Toro.
Yes, I
love that.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
What's it called? Wolfman?
Yeah, man. It's Anthony Hopkins, Del Toro, and Benicio Del Toro, and my girl Emily Blunt.
I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. And then, do you remember when they were rebooting and doing the Dark Universe?
They even got into a scuffle with Warner Brothers because of the Dark Universe Justice League movie that has not happened yet, and they were going to sue Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm. Remember that? Like Johnny Depp was supposed to be the Invisible Man. Javier Bardem? He was supposed to be
Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, they did promo pictures and everything, and they had a title card, a Dark Universe. I
think The Rock was going to be Wolfman.
I forgot.
And it was led by the horrible Mummy movie with Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's right. That's the one that killed the whole thing.
Kicked it off.
So bad.
Kicked it off and killed it right away.
Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll. That was a cool idea, but terrible execution. Now they're doing Invisible Man, the reboot, and I guess it's fine. I'm disturbed by the fact that when they do Invisible Man movies, he has to be a sexual predator.
Yeah,
I'm not invisible.
Yeah, in the new movie, the main protagonist, she's in an abusive relationship, and the dude dies, and he comes back as Invisible Man. I don't know, or he turns invisible. I don't know what's happening, but there's a lot of pervy scenes. I'm like, really? That's the extent of the imagination of doing an Invisible Man movie? Like, you can't think of anything else? You just got to go for the sexual themes?
This is a movie that's already out?
It's
this year.
Yeah. Blumhouse bought the rights to a lot of that stuff, which is why we just got Fantasy Island, which, do not see Fantasy Island.
I'm surprised you saw that.
Oh, God, it was terrible.
They
did Michael Pena so bad in that movie. He looks like a child wearing his father's suit. The suit isn't even tailored to him. It's so baggy. It's just he is no Ricardo Montalban. Okay, he's just not. Like he's not. And they didn't even have the little person in it. I was really disappointed by that. The plane. It's just a terrible film. Terrible all the way.
Well, this is probably a good time for me to talk to you about InStockTrades.com, where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts add 2% to that. There's always an OmniBros Live discount code like we just had last weekend. You order $50 or more worth of books in the United States, you get free shipping. Got free shipping on that 33-pound package. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's in stocktrades.com.
They're the best.
They are amazing.
They are amazing.
Elizabeth Moss is the girl that's playing the lead in Invisible Man.
Mm-hmm.
And Clark Nato is posting about a theory that they think she's going to be Invisible Woman for the Dark Universe stuff.
Are they doing the Dark Universe still?
They want to reboot it, and Angelina Jolie's supposed to play the Bride of Frankenstein and stuff like that. I don't know.
Oh god, is this going to be a Blumhouse? Is that what it is?
No idea.
Blumhouse is so hit and miss, man. They could put out some great horror stuff, and then they put out the Bye Bye Man.
The what?
The Bye Bye Man.
The Bye Bye Man.
I never saw it, but I know what the movie's about.
Just don't even worry about it, man.
All right.
Ooh, Hayden says James Wan is producing the Frankenstein reboot.
And Elizabeth Banks is playing Invisible Woman.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Nice. Ooh, I'm excited.
What Blumhouse just recently put out a movie, right? I feel like I saw a trailer for a Blumhouse movie when I saw Birds of Prey.
I think I know what you mean. Let me see their catalog. Hmm. 2020, they got Fantasy Island, Invisible Man.
That's what I was thinking of. Fantasy Island.
The
That's
Hunt, which is getting a lot of heat. Run, Sweetheart, Run, Purge, and Halloween Kills.
I am so looking forward to The Hunt. That poster they put out this week is amazing. I loved it. It just gives me all the old school vibes of like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre when they would do posters like that.
Yeah. Rick Nelson, there is an Earthworm Jim comic Kickstarter for those that are interested. I forgot about that. That's true. Like a revival, I think.
Huh. Okay. Well, I think that we pretty much covered it. We covered all of the books that we are looking forward to.
Yep.
And Jess, you meant horrible. What horrible? What did I mean horrible?
No idea.
Please hit the like button. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
Please leave your comments. We always appreciate the chat. The chat was great tonight. Very active chat. Thank you very much to the chat. Thank you very much to InStockTrades.com, our fabulous sponsor. And Weekend Geekdom, where can they find you?
You can find me here in a couple minutes playing with my pop figures, but you can subscribe to my channel, A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime, comics, and manga. That's A Week in Geekdom.
Hey.
And Lou, where can they find you?
Comics God 101 on the Twitter and on YouTube.
And you can find me, Omnidog, on Omnidog's Vault on YouTube and on Omnidogs_Vault on Instagram, where I'm fairly active.
Yes, you
Well,
are.
I haven't posted in a couple days. I know you need to post every day, and I'm not good at that. It's still interesting to say.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I should just start taking pictures of my action figures and posting those.
If you guys want, once again, reminder, Sunday we're doing the Daredevil readathon. For those of you that want to catch up and want to talk about the first volume of Brian Michael Bendis' Daredevil Omnibus Volume 1. It's a great read. I guarantee it. It's good stuff.
Good point. Very good point. So on behalf of the Wolfman and other creatures, I say to those out there, peace and love, peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. We genuinely appreciate it. Thank you and good night.
Good night, everybody.